Okay, picture this. Right now, my computer is completely disconnected from the internet. I mean, no Wi-Fi, no Ethernet cable, literally zero connection to the outside world. And yet, if I type this exact prompt into my machine, I get a world-class AI response instantly. It's generating code, answering complex questions, summarizing documents, and it's doing it all without a single byte of data ever leaving my hard drive.
But you want to know the absolute best part? $0. I mean, we've all gotten so used to paying, what, $20 a month for a cloud AI subscription? Plus, you have to deal with massive lag when their servers get bogged down, and you're constantly worrying about tech giants using your private data to train their models. Well, today we are completely eliminating all of those problems with a system that costs absolutely nothing to run.
So, let's dive right in. Welcome to this explainer on becoming the offline architect. I am going to show you exactly how to download, configure, and run a cutting-edge large language model entirely offline, right on your own hardware. We're going to build a clean, super powerful web interface to interact with it, and we'll do the whole thing step by step. Here is our blueprint for today. We will start by covering the flaws of the cloud, move on to the local AI stack, fire up the engine, connect the interface, and wrap up with the privacy payoff.
All right, Section 1, Flaws of the Cloud.
Look, we've all integrated cloud-based AI into our daily workflows, right? ChatGPT, Claude, you name it. But relying on the cloud comes with three massive flaws. First off, cost. Those monthly subscriptions, they add up fast. Second is privacy. The second you paste proprietary company code or, say, personal financial data into a cloud prompt, it is gone. It leaves your machine forever. And third, dependency. If your internet drops out or if their massive server farms happen to go down, your productivity literally grinds to a halt. Local AI flips this entire script. It's totally free, it's 100% private, and it works completely offline.
Which brings us to Section 2, the local AI stack. Let's see how this all comes together. To fix those cloud flaws, we need to build our own local stack. And honestly, it all starts with the engine. Enter Ollama. It's this fantastic, super lightweight tool. You can think of it basically as the engine block that makes running massive open-source language models like Meta's Llama 3 or Mistral incredibly easy. And it runs directly on your local operating system, so whether you're on Mac, Windows, or Linux, you're good to go.
Now, the crucial thing here is understanding how this architecture actually works together. It's like a multi-layered cake. At the base, you have your machine's hardware, your CPU and GPU. On top of that sits Ollama, our engine. Inside that engine, we load our fuel, which is the model itself, like Llama 3. And finally, we cap the whole thing off with a WebUI. That's the interface we actually interact with. The real beauty of this step-by-step flow is that your data just travels through these four layers, entirely on your own machine. No round trips to a server somewhere.
All right, time for the tactical stuff. Section 3, firing up the engine.
When you install Ollama, you need a solid rule of thumb to pick a model that's actually going to run well on your specific machine. Here's the deal. If you're on a laptop or desktop with less than 16 gigabytes of RAM, you'll want to stick to what's called an 8 billion parameter model. Things like Llama 3 8B or Mistral are absolutely perfect for this. Now, if you've got a beefier setup with a dedicated GPU, you can totally push the limits and run those massive 70 billion parameter versions for even smarter outputs.
Once you've picked your model, getting it running is shockingly simple. You literally just open your terminal or command prompt and type Ollama run Llama 3 8B. That single little command reaches out, downloads the model, unpacks it, and immediately opens a chat prompt right there in your terminal. Just like that, boom, you have a highly capable AI ready to answer whatever you throw at it.
But let's be real for a second. Chatting in a clunky, black and white terminal gets pretty boring pretty fast. So let's jump to Section 4, connecting the interface. We really want a sleek, modern interface where we can organize our chats, save code snippets, and easily upload documents, right? For that, we are going to use Open WebUI. It is a brilliant open-source project that gives you this beautiful, familiar interface that looks and feels exactly like ChatGPT. But here is the game changer. It lives entirely on your local host. You create a local account, and the data never ever leaves your computer.
To get this interface up and running, we use Docker. You just copy and paste this one-line command into your terminal. And hey, if you don't use Docker, no worries at all. You can actually run it directly using Python and pip. By the way, all of the exact commands and links you need are right down in the description below, so you don't have to memorize this. Once you run that command, it spins up a local server. Then, just point your web browser to localhost port 3000, and you'll see your stunning new AI interface. Finally, Section 5,
the privacy payoff. Let's talk about the ultimate benefits of running this local stack.
Okay, we need to address the elephant in the room when it comes to local AI, and that is performance. How does your everyday computer hold up against a massive cloud computing cluster? Well, surprisingly well, actually. If you're running an 8 billion parameter model on modern consumer hardware, think an Apple Silicon M-series chip or an NVIDIA RTX graphics card, you'll hit roughly 40 to 60 tokens per second. To put that in perspective, that's basically like it typing out 30 to 45 words every single second. For day-to-day coding, refactoring, or just summarizing text, it means the answers generate instantly right before your eyes. Zero cloud loading spinners.
But the true superpower of this entire explainer? Context privacy. Once your WebUI is up and running, you can just drag and drop your sensitive text files, mock financial data, or internal system logs straight into the chat. And because the entire pipeline processes locally inside your machine's RAM and VRAM, you have 100% context privacy. There is literally zero risk of data leaks. Absolutely no one is scraping your brilliant ideas or proprietary code to train their next commercial product.
Building a local AI assistant isn't just some fun weekend hacking project. It is the undeniable future of how data-sensitive developers, creators, and companies are going to work. You own the engine. You own the model, and you own the data. It puts the immense power of cutting-edge technology entirely back into your hands, securely and permanently.
So I'm going to leave you with this thought. If absolute privacy costs absolutely nothing, why are you still renting your AI from the cloud? It is time to build your own stack. If you found the insights in this explainer valuable, make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep learning, check the description for those setup commands, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy hacking!